Time to get crafty.
How to give a photograph a wonderful vintage look.
Plus, next on Martha.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm really excited because we're about to learn how to give a photograph like this beautiful photograph of a beautiful Labrador Retriever a wonderful vintage look so that it ends up looking like that. The technique called encaustic painting uses melted wax and pigments and dates all the way back to about, 800 BC. I'm familiar with it, well, because one of my friends works in encaustic, and also from my art history studies back in college, this is an example of an encaustic painting which dates probably in about the 7th century AD. Well, today, artist Leah McDonald from Waxworks Photo, a company that specializes in this really unusual technique, is going to convey to us the process.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice to have you here.
So
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really nice. And I understand that the process, well, it's not difficult. It's a little bit involved. And you also have to watch out for the hot wax.
Yep, you have to watch out you don't get burned. But
And it's the coloration, too, that is your artist's eye.
yeah. But you also want to pick a photograph that has a lot of light and color.
Right.
Like you can use a black and white or color image. And you want to pick a photograph, that has things
Well, this is
in
a
it.
perfect one. I think that's from our weddings issue. Isn't that a gorgeous photograph? So now, how did you come up with the idea of using this on photographs?
When I was in school and college for studying my master's of fine art photography, I was very experimental. And I was collaging with things, and I like to collage with kitchen wax paper. And one day in the art store, I saw a block of wax, and I just happened to bring it home. A light bulb went off in my head, and here we are. Yeah.
Well, we're all the beneficiaries of this. So what do we do first?
Okay, first you're going to start, well, you're going to choose your image first.
Oh, yeah. Did you see what I chose?
I love your photograph of your horses.
That
it's beautiful.
That's Rutger, and he is walking to me through the fog.
The mist.
And one of his brothers is back there.
Yeah. First, you're going to choose your photograph.
Okay,
and you're going to order an RC. This is made by a lab, so not an inkjet print. It's important to remember because it's
RC.
it's more durable and stands up to the heat of the wax. Then you're just going to find a board, a nice plywood board, and you're going to pick a size that matches the size of your photograph. And next, you're going to prime your board, and we use gesso to prime the board, and it makes the wax piece archival.
I see.
Okay. And then after you've primed your board,
front and back.
I like front and back, optional.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I like the clean look of the white back. You're going to take your yes paste, which is the glue that we use for your photo, and you're going to apply the yes paste to your board. I use paint scrapers because it's a little bit thick, like icing a cake.
It is.
So we're going to go ahead and wax our glue. Sorry, getting ahead of myself. Glue our board quickly, and as soon as we're covered, I switch to my larger knife, which just smooths out my surface.
So all over the whole thing. What if it goes over the edge a little?
That's fine. We'll clean that up later. No big deal. So take your large palette knife and just scrape it smooth and lay your photograph right on top of there, just like this. And then you're just going to smooth out for air bubbles.
It's indeed just like a cake.
Yeah, and you're doing it looks beautiful. It's perfectly smooth, close to smooth, just like that. And lay your photo on top. Excellent.
Can't have too many of these beautiful horses. Oh, I can give this to the lady who takes care of my horses, Betsy.
It makes a great
So just use your fingers for doing this?
Yeah, just use your fingers and rub out your air bubbles so it's smooth. And we've already prepared one for you that's finished. So when you're done with that, you can put it down, and then this is what your piece is going to look like glued to your board. And you might want to sand the edges a little bit to make sure that the photo is flush.
Okay.
So you don't have any edge of the photo sticking over the edge of the board. Just like that is fine.
I'll put this down here. Yeah, this feels very nice.
Yeah. Do you recognize these?
Oh. No,
from the pizza box.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's what I use underneath.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Do you think I've ever? You mean this is where you order a pizza?
Exactly.
Do you know how many times I have ordered a pizza in my entire life?
I don't know, but this is what they put in the box.
And it did not have these. No, I did not. I'm embarrassed. I don't order in.
So we're gonna just use these as little stands for our piece under here.
I'm a square.
Well, actually, it was my friend Carrie who brought these to me, and she said, you need to use these to support your panel for the pour. And it's nice. They're easy to level, easy to move around. And don't worry about that. I know it looks a little rough, but it's just fine, and the wax is going to make it absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
So you ready to pour?
Yes.
Okay. This is our melted organic bleached beeswax, and this is what it looks like before it's melted.
So it's bleached. That's why it's clear.
That's why it's clear. Exactly. Right. Natural beeswax is golden yellow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, ready? So
I do have beehives, and I do have my own wax.
Yeah, oh, nice. That's wonderful. So we're going to pour from the center to the four corners. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here we go. So just go and pour it over there. Let it run over the edges.
What happens with the extra?
You let it run off, and we can recycle it and melt it again, use it on another wax piece. That's beautiful. Now, it goes this amazing transformation, which is gorgeous to watch. It's going to fog and get soft off-white, and then it's going to come back and be clear again.
Oh, look, it's starting to fog right here.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it's extraordinary to watch.
Know, especially with your photograph, and the fog and the horse walking through the mist was really, really gorgeous. Right when it gets to this stage, Martha, we can
it's
pick
almost
it
gone.
Up. Yep.
Look, it's almost gone. It's obscured. Oh my gosh, and it's going to come back?
It's going to come back. So when it's cleared to this stage, we can scrape the edges of the wax like this. I like to clean it up. I don't like those messy runovers like this, okay? So after we've scraped it, we're going to have a finished piece. And Martha, come on down here because we need to go ahead and paint it.
So if I leave this on while it's...
Yeah, we'll scrape it later, and I have a perfectly scraped and finished wax piece.
Are you sure that's going to get back?
Yeah, look, it gets back.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It gets on perfect. Okay. The last and final stage of making your wax piece is, of course, painting your oil paint. I always go with colors that match the colors in the photograph. So for you, I chose a green and a gray, and this is your medium. I use a 50-50 mixture of medium, a thick and a thin, so it dries nicely.
And what's a medium?
A medium, good question. A medium spreads out the oil paint, so it thins it and makes the oil paint that we use for the wax pieces move around. So I would like you, because this is perfect, is to put a little bit of gray here and a little bit of green. So we're going to stripe it along the edges like this, and then I just now, after I put my paint on here, use my medium to spread the oil paint over the surface. That looks awesome.
I'm doing a light touch because I don't want too much gray on
and
this.
you want your photograph to come through. You want your photograph to come through the paint.
Okay, so a little darker.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Perfect.
Oh, it's so pretty. And a little bit of depth.
And then I have, and you know, right here in front of us, I have the before and afters of both the pieces that we were working on.
Okay, so here's the before and here's the after.
Exactly.
Oh, well, they're so charming and absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Well, now we have a technique that you can do right at home, and oh, it's beautiful, and I'm going to try this again.
Oh, good.